1st, 2026 special meeting of the High Point Regional High School Board of Education. I'd ask you please stand for the flag salute. Over here in the corner. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So our Open Public Meetings Act statement, the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law, was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the Augusta, Branchville, and Sussex post offices, and notice sent to the New Jersey Herald, the Sunday Herald, the Star Ledger, and High Point Regional High School website, as well as the clerk of the boroughs of Branchville and Sussex and the township of Frankfort, Lafayette, and Wantage. Our mission statement. High Point Regional High School, in partnership with staff, family, and community, is dedicated to the quest for individual excellence. By fostering high standards of achievement, we prepare students to become responsible and productive members of a diverse society. May I ask for a roll call, please?
Mr. Anderson? Ms. Longberg?
Here.
Ms. Orsi?
Here.
Ms. Diaz?
Here.
Ms. Dacus?
Here.
Ms. Gall?
Here.
Mr. Van Stone?
Here.
Ms. Hill?
Here.
Ms. Wise? Dr. Ripley?
Here.
We have a quorum.
You got me?
Oh, sorry, we.
Yeah,
I'm done. We have a quorum.
Okay. We will now open the for public comments in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. We will open for public comments at this time. Each speaker should state his or her name and address. You will have 3 minutes to address the board, which will be timed by myself. We will limit this section to no longer than 45 minutes. Please be respectful and mindful that your comments are being recorded. And we have our podium.
Our music department, I will not be conducting.
And also, just to mention, we have the ability to submit comments, this is for the public, to our email address. It should be displayed on the virtual platform.
Good evening. I think most of you know me. My name is Seamus Campbell. I work here at High Point. I live in Sparta, New Jersey. For the last 10 years, it has really been a privilege to come to work here. I've been in the district for 32 years. The last 10, this has been my home every day, and to be a part of this leadership team has been a privilege. It's been a privilege to work with my friend of more than 28 years, Dr. Scott Ripley. You know, for the last 10 years, I've been on this leadership team, I've been in this office. I don't know if there have been 10 days where I haven't been in contact with our superintendent. He often operates behind the scenes. His attention to detail and his focus on the needs of the district is 24/7. Now, over the last 13 years, I could go into a litany of accomplishments and things that Dr. Ripley has accomplished. However, I believe that would be disingenuous because he did not accomplish them. We accomplished them. The board accomplished them. The leadership team, the staff, and the students. Weak leaders micromanage, they control, and they stand in front during good times. Strong leaders delegate. They empower, they build up others to be creative and to excel. And they allow those people to take the credit. Dr. Ripley recoils from the spotlight. He pushes the leadership team and the staff to the forefront when the applause are coming, but everyone in this room knows that when the heat is on, he stands in front and he takes the criticism. And I think that's a sign of really strong leadership. And although I don't want to go into a litany of accomplishments, I would like to mention 2 areas that I think reflect on the unique ability of his leadership style. Before Dr. Ripley was our superintendent, we went to a referendum, not once, but twice, to add new classrooms because his predecessor believed, despite the fact that members of the association, myself being one of them, did not believe the demographic studies, that we needed to essentially build a new school to house our students. That was a poor decision, and I think the voters acknowledge that. Dr. Ripley, in contrast, read the tea leaves correctly. He saw the demographic information, the inevitable contraction of student enrollment, and he said, the best thing we can do to support our school is to go over the mountain and to expand the district and to bring in the wonderful community of Montague. That takes vision, that takes courage, and for 5 years it took a heck of an iron stomach to fight that fight because it was ugly, and he fought it. We are a better school today because Montague is here, and I don't know many people that would have had the foresight and the wisdom and the guts to fight that fight. So it's a beautiful community. More than 10% of our students are from that community, and Dr. Ripley's leadership made that happen. The other area is the one that we don't talk about a lot, but it trumps every single thing we do, and that is student and staff safety. When Dr. Ripley came into this position, the nation was reeling from the tragic events of Sandy Hook, Connecticut. And he looked around and he said, we can do better. I don't believe we are as safe as we need to be. He armed our school resource officers. The criticisms that he stood up and took from New Jersey and abroad were incredible. There were virtually, I'm sure there was one or two, essentially there were no schools in New Jersey who armed their SROs. In 2026, I challenge you to find 5 high schools in the state of New Jersey that do not have armed SROs. Dr. Ripley did not wait to see what was popular. He did not follow the crowd. He made a decision driven by what he always bases decisions on. What is best for our students? He led, New Jersey followed. Our security at High Point is better than any school around. Local law enforcement officials come, and Mr. Rice is here outside the door. If you look at the position he created, the technology he invested in, and the people he hired, when the state police and the sheriff's department come here, they say, your school is the best with school safety, bar none. So I think that's a credit to the vision and the priorities that Dr. Ripley has had. These are tough times, financially, politically, societally. Districts to our north and to our south are struggling mightily. In the last 10 years, High Point did not just persevere, we excelled. And I thank you for allowing me to offer those comments. I know you were all astounded that it was less than 14 minutes because I was speaking, but I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. John Talame, most of you know me, principal here. I reside in Frankfort Township. I passed out this communication, which I will try to stay on script with. This is from our High Point Administrators Association and comes as communication from the group, and then I'll add some things as well within the time constraints. On behalf of the High Point Administrators Association, we'd like to express our continued appreciation for the leadership of Dr. Scott Ripley. Don't lean on that, got it. During his service as superintendent and acknowledges nearly 3 decades, as Mr. Campbell just said, of commitment to the students of our district across various roles. At a time when many neighboring districts have faced significant financial and staffing challenges, and that's an understatement, we commend Scott for his forward thinking, his well-organized and deliberate fiscal planning, which has largely kept High Point free from those devastating cuts that many have seen. His calculated vision has allowed us to maintain staff and student programs, which is second to none in many areas in our county. 2 essential foundations of a long-term student success. In addition, his sound financial leadership and strong personnel decisions, hiring the right people for the right positions, have allowed us to attract outstanding new educators who have further enriched the student experience in recent years. We also deeply value and support Scott's long-standing belief that High Point should remain the heart of our community, a place that is open, welcoming, and accessible to all. I think you just said, Doug, when you came in, that the parking lot is packed. Mr. Dexter's here as athletic director. We just left the basketball game. This is a community center, second to none. We take great pride in knowing that our campus is not only a school, but a shared community space where families feel invited and connected. Under his leadership, High Point has continued to thrive as a hub for not just athletics, but also the arts and also many meaningful community events, many that you have all attended. The spirit of openness strengthens our connections beyond the classroom. Scott's always very good at reminding us that it's not just the classroom where students are educated, it's outside of the classroom. That's most important as well. This enhances student experiences and reinforces the idea that our school truly belongs to and serves the entire community. Scott trusts us to do our jobs, providing a place for professional freedom, risk-taking, sharing new ideas, pursuing new opportunities for our staff and students are encouraged and very much supported. Many of us are fortunate to have a long professional history together, as Mr. Campbell said before, many decades at this point, which speaks to the reality that people who come to High Point stay at High Point. This is embedded in the culture that Scott has been instrumental in creating and also maintaining for many decades. We commend his steadfast leadership and loyalty to our staff, our students, and the community. And we are grateful that High Point has not really been a chapter in his professional journey, but truly his home. Thank you, Dr. Ripley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Tanya.
Good evening, I'm Andre Campbell, and I'm from Montague. As our board president, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank Dr. Ripley, the High Point administration, and the High Point District Board of Education for their leadership and continued commitment to students. Dr. Ripley's leadership has been instrumental in guiding the district with clarity, collaboration, and a strong focus on academic excellence. His thoughtful approach and steady direction have helped create meaningful opportunities for students across the district. I would especially like to acknowledge all that has been done for the Montague School District's high school students. The attention given to ensuring a smooth transition and equitable access to programs that has had a positive and lasting impact on our students and their families. The cooperation and support provided by Dr. Ripley and the High Point District demonstrate the importance of strong partnerships between districts and a shared commitment to student success. That collaboration is truly appreciated. Thank you for your continued dedication to our students and community.
Thank you. Any other public comments in the room? Any new ones come in? Okay, so I have two. One was a public comment that came into our website, and another was emailed directly to me that I would like to read. The first one, public comment that was received via our online email address, is from Lori Kaufman, High Point Regional High School employee and community member, and a resident of Frankfort Township. She writes, I have had the privilege of working with Dr. Scott Ripley for the past 17 years, serving as his administrative assistant for the last 7. During this time, I have found him to be exceptionally qualified, intelligent, and dignified leader. He is a deeply caring individual whose unwavering commitment to our students' education is evident in every decision he makes, always prioritizing their best interests. His extensive background here at High Point as a teacher, administrator, and as our superintendent has benefited the district in countless ways. A few examples. When we faced the unprecedented challenges of the pandemic, Dr. Ripley took decisive action. Alongside the administration, he successfully navigated those difficult times to ensure our school could safely reopen, even while many other districts were floundering. Furthermore, in the face of significant state aid cuts to our school district over a 5-year period, Dr. Ripley met the challenge head-on by developing and implementing a strategic plan. This plan included vital building upgrades and a balanced budget that minimized the impact on local taxpayers. But most importantly, he ensured that our workforce remained intact without losing a single staff member to budget constraints, so our students would not be impacted. As a confidential secretary to Dr. Ripley, I have been privy to many conversations involving sensitive staff issues. In every instance, he has remained compassionate, patient, and affirming. He possesses the rare ability to guide and reprimand without being demeaning, ensuring individuals feel respected and supported. He extends the same level of care to parents, listening with empathy, even when they are at their most frustrated. It would be a profound disservice to our staff and students and this entire community if his contract were not renewed. Thank you, Lori Kaufman. Okay, thank you, Ms. Kaufman. The other letter that I have is directed to me from the HPEA, the High Point Education Association, dated January 21st, which is today. Dear Mr. Dunn, As a union, we have experienced meaningful positive momentum over the past year. We have grown more cohesive as a group, sharpened our focus on what is most important, and expanded our channels of communication. We have also seen a strengthening of trust and professional relationships, including those with the administration and the board. We feel supported within this climate, and these fortified relationships value the collaborative direction in which our work continues to move. Sincerely, Elizabeth Sunda, HPEA President. Those are the two submitted comments. I'll check one more time to make sure we don't have anything sitting in our virtual platform. Okay, if there are no other public comments, I'll ask for a motion
So moved.
to close public comments. And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. With public comment section over, a motion will now be made that the High Point Regional High School Board of Education enter executive session to discuss renewal of the superintendent's employment contract, which is exempt from public participation pursuant to New Jersey Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, Open Public Meetings Act. Any discussions held by the board which need not remain confidential will be made public when appropriate. Minutes of the executive session will not be disclosed until the need for confidentiality no longer exists. The board will reconvene in public session in person and, well, we will not be reconvening virtually. In person at the conclusion of the executive session. It is not anticipated that any action will be taken. And the reason I say that is because we expect, once we return to public session, that we will immediately adjourn thereafter. So I will make that motion to enter executive session. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?